All right, folks, well, let's get back to work, shall we? It's more 1979 AMC Spirit AMX stuff. I did pick up a new air cleaner from the folks over at Digs because our old air cleaner base would not clear our brand new fancy schmancy Aces EFI system, and this new base should be able to clear it. I also picked up a 2-inch filter because I'm not sure how much hood room I will have. But the nice thing is with this base and lid, I can run whatever size filter will work. So for the moment I have a 2-inch. And then we'll make it work from there. If I can go to a bigger filter, I will. But today I'm going driving. We're going to test drive this thing and let it get into learning mode, because that's what these things do. Man, that's really whitewashed out. Hold on. There you go. Yeah, we switched over to Aces EFI recently. You probably already saw that video. Huh?
Did you get a 2-inch?
Yeah.
Where's it at?
That is the 2-inch.
I guess it is 2 inches.
That is 2
Did you
inches.
get a 4-inch?
You're a guy. It's hard to measure inches, I understand.
Let's see it. Let's see. It just doesn't look like 2 inches.
So we recently upgraded to the Aces EFI on this thing. Hopefully you guys have seen that video. Very cool system, very excited about it. We did the command center, which is the fuel pump up here in the front. So instead of having to drop the tank, we've got a fuel pump up front that's fed by a mechanical fuel injection, or by the mechanical fuel pump, and then it feeds the injector hat there. So very cool setup, really nice machine. However, we do have to drive it in order for it to tune itself and to learn its driving parameters, which means I need to get this thing all done, which is why we got ourselves an air filter, because I'm not driving this thing around with all these brand new expensive components under the hood and then possibly sucking probably something that falls off the car in through it. Not an option. So we're going to get that part done, and then I'm going to fire this thing up. We're going to go get some fuel, because I have no idea how much gasoline is in this thing. And then we're going test driving, boys. So stay tuned. Let me get this all intake situation figured out, and I'll be right back with you. All right, well, we decided to just go ahead and preemptively go big, and it cleans, or it clears. So
It cleans.
it does clean. And just flip the lid upside down. Yeah, it works.
It works fine.
Whatever.
It'll be great.
It's fine.
It fits.
If it fits, it ships.
It's and ships.
All right, so
Whoopsies.
somebody did something bad with a throttle linkage. The reason that long crank, by the way, is because it does have to fill that fuel pump, or that fuel tank. What'd you do, Richard? Try that again.
It'll go or it'll blow. What's it doing?
Edit that out in post. The throttle's not stuck.
That's what it is. When I was playing with the throttle, this got stuck out like that.
Gotcha.
So now, yeah, now we got free play.
Okay.
I was like, something's too tight. Technician installed problem. That's a tip.
It's almost always the problem with the DFI system. It's usually who the install is.
Angry. Well, I need to turn it on.
Ouch. Let's try this again. Take 4. Much better. That's what it's supposed to sound like. Honestly, these systems have come a really long way. And 95% of the time, whenever we see one of these that's in the shop, whether it's Aces or anybody else's stuff, it's almost always installer error that has screwed up the system. It's rarely the machine itself. And even if it is the machine, like with that Bronco, the reason it's fried is because the person didn't install it correctly. And the electronics shorted out and fried itself.
What was that?
That Bronco that had that...
Oh, the blue one?
Yep.
Yeah, that
Yep.
one had the wrong harmonic balancer on it, so it vibrated itself into pieces.
Yeah.
And it had vacuum leaks. And
It also had something electrical work. The alternator was screwed up, which fried out the
had a lot of
EFI system.
installed problems.
Yeah.
It had a lot of issues.
So we are going to do this after hours, FYI. So if you do see by the end of this video a fat guy walking through Plain City, I do have shoes on that are comfortable, and I am going to take a bottle of water, maybe 2, to make sure that I do make it back here. I'm not saying I'm expecting any problems. I think this is going to go fine, but this is a totally untested situation at this point in time. I think we've got a grand total of like 2 miles on this car since we did this. And you never know. There could be some other technician installed errors that are going to creep up on us, so we'll see. Let me go grab a cold bottle of water, get this, oh, and sunglasses, and we're going to get on the road. You'll also note no more belt squeak. Rich punks with new belts on her.
Much better.
Yeah. Water. Let's rock and roll. Target 850 on the idle. How about them apples? Uh-oh. What'd you do? Yes. That didn't make it out of the back lot. Yeah, I did that. Yep, doing that. Nope. Okay, let's try that again, shall we? Stole Rich's jump pack just in case I need it. What we have here is a heat-soaking starter problem. Unfortunately, the way these cars are set up, they used a gigantic old Ford starter, and they sit right next to the headers, which has a problem. I do have these headers wrapped with heat wrap, but unfortunately it's still a problem. It is what it is. We'll have to figure out a solution for that. Let's get this thing fired up. Come on, baby. Uh-oh. Am I out of fuel? Haven't built fuel pressure yet. Again, we have no idea how much fuel is in this thing because my fuel gauge doesn't work. So may have also just run this thing out of fuel. I think we ran this thing out of fuel. Yeah, got no fuel on the gauge. Tell you what, if it's not one thing, it's another. Alright, well, question is, do we have fuel in the shop that I can steal? Put fuel in that thing. Ooh. There's a gas can back here with Rich's mowers. I wonder if that's got fuel in it. Nope. Damn it. Empty. Let's see if I got any in the shop. Well, no fuel, but got a fuel jug, so was planning on going to the gas station anyway. Just planning on actually driving the AMX there, but I guess we're taking one of the other rides over to get some fuel, come back, fill this thing back up, then we're going on a road trip. Or at least a test drive. Always look on the bright side of life, guys. It's always challenges. Adapt and overcome. Don't let them get you down. Also, grab myself a smoothie, because this is going to probably be a bit of a hot drive. Gotta stay hydrated. What are the chances? We've been talking the entire time. Don't know how much fuel we've got left in this thing with all these dyno pulls we've been doing. That sets you right there on the glass. Yeah, right there. There you go. I'm gonna set you right there on the glass. Put this fuel in here, and then we still gotta go back to the gas station. Because this is only gonna be a few gallons to get us there. But at least this happened here. Not when I was out and about gallivanting around the town, right? All right. Now this baby will just fire right up. Come on, baby, let's go. Come on, get fuel forward. Maybe. Still showing no fuel forward up here. No fuel pressure. Still got no fuel pressure. It sounds like it wants to fire. There we go. We're back in business, boys. Man. Question of my own sanity here. These things really don't like being run out of fuel. Because they ran the tank down and ran the surge tank down. This piece here. See? Right back to 60 psi. They're kind of temperamental like diesels. You want a headache, run a diesel out of fuel. They really love that. Alright. Let's go for a drive. Finally. All the way to the gas station, I guess. Don't forget my smoothie. No cup holders in this thing either. Probably work on that. All right, I don't have a way to hold my camera and film at the same time, so I'm gonna do my best here. Bear with me. Alright, we're in closed loop, which means it's starting to learn. So you kind of want to drive it around at varying levels of throttle and load, different gears, and let it learn. Let it start figuring out what that AFR is, where the throttle position needs to be, how much fuel the motor's going to want. Going straight to the gas station. Hey, we made it to the gas station. All right. 7 gallons of gas in this thing will get you half a tank or so. Come on, baby. Ooh, that starter is not happy. All right, let's go put some miles on this thing. Things a lot of people don't understand with these EFI systems, and regardless of whose EFI system it is, but they need to get up to operating temperature. They operate on a basically like a base map under a certain temperature. So based on the parameters you set into the machine, as far as cubic inch goes and some various other things, it basically just works on a base map and it lets it drive and warm up. And then as it gets into that, whatever that temperature where it starts to learn is, whether that's 160 or 180 degrees or whatever, as it's in that, above that temperature, it starts to learn. It goes into what's called a closed loop. And in being in closed loop, it's starting to learn all the parameters of how this specific engine, transmission, car combination work. What kind of fuel you want, what kind of, air it's swallowing. So realistically speaking, now you just drive it. But you want to drive at varying levels of throttle. You don't want to just go out and put it on the interstate and drive 70 miles an hour. You want to give it different levels of throttle and let it learn different positions. So fortunately for me, I've got a lot of twisty country roads out here, and that's where we're going to go drive. hear that, but it's really not happy about that second gear acceleration. So we just do it over and over and over again until it learns. Simple as this. We're tuning. It's a pretty good way to do tuning. Uh-oh. All right. Well, everything seems to work just fine. Hold on. The only spot in my tune that's not happy is the decel overrun thing. Like when I'm coming up to a stop sign and I'm kind of just rolling into it, or I'm rolling off the stop sign. So I just need to kind of make the car do that. It seems to be over fueling and fouling itself, or fuel fouling itself out, flooding itself. That's the word I was looking for, flooding itself. But again, the computer just basically needs to learn. Yeah, see, it's in closed loop. So it's learning. It just needs to keep doing that. Now, unfortunately, that does mean you're probably gonna do that occasionally. Oh. Uh-oh. And now we got a heat soak starter. So now you're going to sit on the side of the road for 10 or 15 minutes while your engine, your starter cool down. And then you can continue your test drive and tuning. Not hiding anything from you guys here. This is real life, live action as it happens. So let me get on the side of the road here a little bit more and we'll let this thing cool down. Ugh. Pretty nice place to take a little siesta, yeah? Get her off the side of the road here just a little bit. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. All right, let her cool down. Okay, starter's down yonder. You can see I've got this stuff. My headers are wrapped with header wrap. I've got plenty of fuel pressure. It's just purely just an issue of heat soak. And this can be a little bit more annoying depending on the car, depending on how aggressive the camshaft is. If you have a real aggressive camshaft, these systems do have their limitations as far as what they can do to compensate for a real aggressive camshaft. You may end up getting to a situation where you do actually need to have somebody tune it specifically for the camshaft and engine build that you have. But for the most part, most typical hot rods that you go out and have a good time with, the self-learning mode will usually take care of itself. So, I'm just gonna sit here and relax for a little bit. Glad I brought my smoothie. Be back with you guys in a little bit. 220. Woo, she got a little hot. All right, so after watching about 10 minutes of Donut Media video, Justin and the gang looks like they're gonna be pimping out a Subaru Forester, an old one, non-turbo, for off-roading. Anyway, it's been about 10 minutes or so, so I think we'll fire right up. Hope so. So I do have things I need to do tonight. Though, I did pick an excellent day to be broken down out in the country. I did indeed. Oh. Door doesn't shut all the way. So, there we go. All right. Now she should. There's an extra crunchy sound there that I don't like. There's definitely an extra crunchy sound there that I don't like. I am a long way from the shop if this thing doesn't restart. Temps are still at 205 coolant temps, so it's only come down 10 degrees. I'll give it a couple more minutes. And then I'm gonna have a long walk back. Ugh. All right, folks. Well, it's been about another 10 minutes or so. I'm gonna go ahead and see if this thing will start. I'm gonna hope so. From the sound I'm hearing from that starter, I'm gonna guess not. I'm being lapped by bikes. I also got passed by two ladies pushing a stroller earlier. So this is not exactly how I wanted this to go, but you know, that's how test drives go. Unfortunately, this is one of those situations of, you know, it's a system of systems, and one of my systems is bad. My starter being a problem makes this considerably worse. Normally speaking, if this were you and you had a problem, you just restart the car and continue driving and tuning the thing. Because my starter is overheating and probably it's probably broke its last leg. This is considerably more difficult. So don't think this will be your norm, but I do show the honesty of how this all goes. And I'm honestly stuck on the side of the road in the cornfields. So that's life. Let's get inside this thing, turn the key, and hope she starts. Coolant temps have not really come down at all. Still reading 199. Oh, that's not good. Come on, baby. Fire up, please. Fire up. Just let me get home. I don't want to walk. Sounds like it's skipping a hole. Or sheared a tooth off. One of the two. Hey, we're back, baby. She's back. It's alive! It's alive! Now, let's see if I can get this thing all the way back to the shop without getting stranded again. I do actually have things I need to do. All right. The door's still not shut. There we go. All right, baby. Just get me back to the shop. That's all I'm asking. Just get me back to the shop. I'll be gentle, I promise. It's still hot enough that it's staying in closed loop just for this part. Cast iron, buddy. Takes a while to cool down. Alright, I've got 2 stop signs I have to negotiate to get back to the shop. Good news is I'm going in the right direction. So, as long as everything works out fine, we're gonna make it back. That's one! I know most of you guys probably don't understand why I love this little car as much as I do, but for a vehicle that I really never imagined myself buying, that this relationship just happened to start from a random Craigslist purchase, I love this little car. It has been so much fun. We've had thousands of miles of good times together. I love this little thing, and I'm so glad to be making it even better. And it's also kind of going to energize me to honestly make some more investments in this car and continue to make it better. I've been a little lazy lately, but this is really going to make me focus on making it even better. Next thing is going to be starter, and then definitely fixing the wiring on this car. Not stalling. All right, folks. We got one more straightaway left, and then we're done. Give it the beans! God, I love this car. Oh, I love this car. Such a good car. Made it back. All right, folks, that's where we're gonna leave it. My 1979 AMC Spirit AMX. She's getting better by the mile. Normally I don't really mean that, but I actually do mean it. She was a little temperamental when we started out, also probably because I didn't have any fuel in it. But the tune was a bass tune. It was kind of set up for something kind of sort of similar based on kind of sort of similar dynamics. And as we drive it, it gets better and better and better and better. Yes, I did end up getting stalled twice. But that's a part of the process. You're gonna learn those kinds of things. And as you do that, the computer gets better and better. So you will, take your drives around the neighborhood to be able to tune the car, use the gears, go through the process, let the computer learn what it needs to learn, and it will continue to get better. Now, we've obviously got some things we're gonna fix, but we're motivated to do it, and I'm gonna definitely make sure that I get spending money again on this little AMC AMX. Starter's definitely gonna be there. Maybe a mini torque starter would be nice if I could figure out something to make that work. With the headers, it's a little bit of a trick. Wiring is gonna be coming up very, very shortly. I gotta go have that conversation. Maybe even tomorrow, to be honest, because I do need to rewire this whole car, because it's a disaster. Then we can get on making the gauges work, get the GPS in it, get the fuel level sensor figured out, get that installed, or get that done. Like a bunch of other things that I got to get done for this thing. But there you go, guys. That's how I'm gonna wrap this one up. It's a win. It's a win. You thought I was gonna probably give up in the middle of the cornfields, didn't you? Nope. It's not my kind of character. Anyway, if you're interested in this kind of thing, welcome to Automotive Adventures with Austin. This is my own little tiny YouTube corner of the internet where I do all my own stuff, work on my own cars. Okay, Rich works on my own cars too, but this is about my projects, my vehicles and that kind of stuff, not customer stuff we do here at Luke Automotive. So welcome to Automotive Adventures with Austin. If you're into this kind of thing, if you want to put up with me and all my shenanigans, I'd glad to have you. Click on that subscribe button. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.